Am I coming through loud and clear?
Yeah, you're good, man. It's all good.
All right.
Does the picture look fine?
Yeah. All good.
Let me pull this up.
Tom, can you talk for a minute? I want to hear you on. Make sure it's big.
We're in Fargo, North Dakota. Am I coming through loud and clear?
Yeah, you're good, man. It's all good.
All right.
Does the picture look fine?
Yeah. All good.
Let me pull this up.
Tom, can you talk for a minute? I want to hear you on. Make sure it's big. One, go.
Hello everyone, we are here in Fargo, North Dakota. And for those of you who don't know, obviously this is Micah. He's our cameraman this time. Alyssa, I'm Tera, Liz, and Tom on the end. We are very, very excited to be here. We've had a day full of traveling, for sure. Alyssa, you drove from Auburn to Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. So not too bad.
Yeah, and then I drove from Birmingham to Atlanta, and then
Atlanta to Atlanta. Micah and Tom, how far did you go?
Well, I drove from Ohio to North Dakota, so about at least 13 hours, over 800 miles.
That's
Wow.
dedication.
wow.
Glad to be here.
Definitely.
And Micah, welcome back. It's good to have you back with us.
Be back.
There were some comments about who's the new camera guy. So Micah's not actually new. He's one of our veterans. He goes as far back as I do. So he's great at rallies. He really knows his stuff. And he's also part National Guard and part police officer. So pretty cool. Got a lot going on there.
They have a lot going on.
Yeah, Micah, tell everyone a little bit about yourself for those that don't know you yet.
Well, I joined RSBN, it would have been 2017. The January in 2017 and started on the 5th, I remember.
Wow.
And I spent about 6 months full-time with RSBN, and then my wife and I moved to Columbus, Georgia, and that's where she works, and it's where I got my job as a police officer. And since then, I've been going off and on as I'm available and as I can. I always come back because it's a lot of fun.
Glad to have you back. Is Jess watching?
Probably not. She's probably asleep.
Slave, yeah. That's his wife. She watches a lot with us. She'll pop in the chat room sometimes and say hey to him, and she's sweet. So probably sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything y'all are looking forward to tomorrow? Just another rally?
Seeing Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah.
It's very peaceful up here. You know, it's just, stopping at the rest stops and meeting people, and very peaceful, this part of the country. Very beautiful. The water, a lot of small lakes in this part of the country. Some rolling hills, mostly flat, but beautiful part of the country, just very peaceful. And people are very, very genuine. And very, very nice, very kind, and looking forward to the rally tomorrow. I met some guys on the road here in North Dakota just coming into town, and they're really excited. They're going to be working during the day tomorrow, but they're going to be driving around with some Trump flags on their trucks. So I'm looking forward.
Oh, good.
They saw my shirt, complimented me on my shirt, so we
Yeah.
started up a conversation.
Yeah, that's awesome. You were talking about the land, and I was looking up some fun facts of North Dakota, and nearly 90% of the land area is in farms and ranches. So it's a great place for, our I can't even pronounce it. Agriculture, yeah. This site said agritourism. But if you guys want to know more fun facts about North Dakota, it is the leading producer of sunflowers in the United States. I know you were talking about those earlier. You love sunflowers.
They were just on the side of the highway, so it's cool. And something from Duluth that we thought was really cool. We only saw it on the way out, but there's wild lavender growing on the side of the highway. So we've seen some cool stuff. It's pretty. Carry on with your fun facts.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to know. So the world's largest French fry feed is actually held here every year in Grand Forks during Potato Bowl USA. So there's that. And it's home to 91 dairy farms. North Dakota produces enough soybeans to make 483 billion crayons each year.
Oh, wow.
So that's interesting.
I was wondering what the fields were, and now you say that. It's exactly soybeans, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some fields too. Were they the short plants?
Yeah, the ones that are in the rows.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw those too.
Have any of y'all seen the movie Fargo?
No. But my brother wants me to bring home like some type of anything. I said, I'm going to get you a gift for driving me to the airport. And he said, anything that has to do with the movie. I was like, okay.
That's cute.
Has anyone been to North Dakota before?
No, it's my first time.
Tom?
First time.
No. Actually, a interesting fact I saw is North Dakota is the least visited state out of all the states.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
But here
cool.
we are, you know?
Well,
I mean, what's there to do here?
soybeans.
Soybeans.
There's more hockey. They love hockey. The arena we're going to tomorrow is a hockey arena built for hockey and seats about 6,000. And I don't even think they've ever had an event there over 6,000.
Wow.
So we might break another record for an arena tomorrow.
You said that last time and we did.
Yeah, we did.
I'm learning a lot about hockey. It's just not a thing down south. So they really worship it here. It's like our NFL.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
our SEC football.
Right.
Yeah, and North Dakota is also home to more wildlife refuges than any state. So that's kind of cool for all the animal lovers out there. And it is the place that Lewis and Clark and the Corps of Discovery spent more time in than any other place on their journey.
They probably got lost. There's no landmarks. Circles.
Yeah, probably.
So, for those of you who are joining us, like we said, we're actually here for the Make America Great Again President Trump rally. We're really excited. And it is going to begin the president will be speaking at 7 p.m. Central Time. So we will go into the arena around 4 to 5:30. We're going to start interviewing people that's inside. That's when the media is allowed back in. So you can expect our inside camera turned on, but roughly 2 p.m.
Roughly 2.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to that because, as y'all know, things change. If we get stuck in traffic or Secret Service is doing something crazy that day, we will be starting our feed around 2 p.m. Central Time. Eastern.
2 Eastern.
2 p.m. Eastern.
About 1 Central.
So 1 Central. And we are just going to be interviewing everybody. It's what we love to do. We love to do a pre-show where we just talk to everybody. We figure out what it is about the president that drew them out to come to this rally and what makes them support him and his policies. Are you excited, Tom?
Oh, absolutely. Who knows what the lines are going to be like. I don't think there's a parking deck, but who knows how the lines will be, how to organize the lines. And really excited to interview the people and meet people. We're right on the border of North Dakota and Minnesota. So we're still going to be reaching out. There'll be people from Minnesota. Obviously, we're right here on the border. And, coming from as far as we know, one of our regulars in the chat, Christine Bestien, her and her husband William, they're already here, and I've been in contact with them, and they'll be here. They're from South Dakota, so they drove 7 hours, and we're going to be excited to meet them tomorrow. And so there'll be people coming from neighboring states, and who knows, we're pretty close to Canada too.
I want to go.
Winnipeg is the closest city.
Bucket
You
list.
can actually make a drive directly north from here and go into Winnipeg. So we're very close to Canada.
Should have brought our passports.
I actually thought about it, but Tara doesn't have one.
I don't have
Oh.
one.
So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to
know,
make
I
her
need to
feel
get
left
one.
out.
Leave you here in the United States. We all go and visit
Yeah.
Canada.
Come back with all the souvenirs and little maple leaves and syrup. So speaking of the rally, what is it that drives you to drive up to 15 hours to these events?
Well, I don't. I just let me think here. I love being a part of this. This is an honor to work for RSBN and be a part of the rally, going to the rally. So, yeah, I guess I'm still kind of, jet lag, I guess you could say, from driving. So I'm not thinking as clearly as I usually am. But
disclaimer: none of us are thinking.
But
clearly.
yeah, so I guess you just get used to it. I'm thinking about applying for my CDL. I've just been driving so much that I might as well, just start driving truck.
Make some money while you're at it.
And I also had a vision. When I was driving, I was thinking, well, why don't President Trump start? Instead of flying everywhere, why doesn't he get a truck and name it Ground Force One?
I'll tell you exactly what Security.
Security, well, yeah. But I had a vision of like a truck, looking like with the presidential
cool to
seal
see.
driving.
He doesn't have time for that. It's busy.
No.
He's so busy thinking about his schedule. Exhausts me. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, people have already started off with donations.
Sweet.
We got one from Chris R. that said Wednesday rally in North Dakota and Trump is killing it. And then another one from Mishka Pishka. It said a fun fact equals $10.
Oh.
Pishka again, $5. It said double fun fact is $5.
Give some.
Thank you,
I
Lisa.
got a
Thank
couple
you.
more, and it looks like, did we have a $4.99?
Yeah, but it doesn't
Up
say
here
who's
too.
with. So whoever
Okay.
donated it first, $4.99, send your name because it
Okay.
doesn't have your name on there.
You got some more fun facts?
Yeah,
for
I have
us?
a couple more. So, the International Peace Garden is a beautiful symbol of peace and friendship, and it's actually between the U.S. and the
we should
Canadian
go.
border. Yeah, like we were just talking about, of North Dakota and Manitoba.
Are there any
Canada.
celebrities from here?
Oh, I haven't
Does anyone come
seen
to
that
mind?
yet.
North Dakota ironically has
Use my
the
dictionary.
the longest serving state legislature, the longest serving state legislator in American history, and it was a woman. Her name was Breinhold Hogland, and she served from the time she was 33 years old till she was 85.
Wow.
And actually, she ran
it.
2 years earlier, so she could have been serving for 2 more years, but she served from 1938 to 1990.
Wow.
And she has she made several contributions to Minot State University here in North Dakota. North Dakota, it's a very unique state politically. It's the only state in the country that has no voter registration. So North Dakota is it's such a small state. It's such a small community farm agriculture state that they keep their precincts real small, and it's kind of like that small town politics where they just know everybody. Yeah, so they keep it real informal, and maybe it's something that I think that slowly they're going to change because the world's becoming a smaller place. And North Dakota's population is really picking up. They've gained 100,000 people just in the last 10 years because of an energy boom.
Wow.
Okay, so these people are coming from inside the United States, moving to North Dakota.
Correct. And there's
curious if
been
they
a
have
boom in energy,
border
like with
issues.
fracking in North Dakota. It started about 2012. So from 2010 to now, they've had about an increase in 100,000 people.
Nice.
They have about 755,000 people here in North Dakota. So, and they, about 338,000 voted in the 2016 election.
Okay.
And but this is an off-year election, so the voter turnout could very well be a little bit less. And in 2016, they had 248,000, about 90,000 less. So that favors the Republicans because usually in an off year like 2018, this year's an off year. Most voters vote once every 4 years in the general election of a presidential year because that's the most exciting. That's when they get to vote for president. So, we're hoping that there'll be the loyal Republican voters will show up, and voters who support President Trump will show up. So, and there's been an increase of population here in North Dakota because of the energy boom. So hopefully that favors Republicans, and we'll see. But President Trump is here to support the local and statewide candidates in North Dakota, and then reach out. Obviously, we're close to Minnesota too, so continuation of last week's rally in Duluth.
Yeah, and he hasn't actually been here since he was campaigning back in 2015. So it's been a while, about 3 years. Now, is North Dakota more Democratic or Republican?
Well, it's definitely Republican.
Okay.
But there is a U.S. Senator here. Her name is Heidi. I want to get her name.
Starts with an
Heidi
H.
Heitkamp. So she is up for re-election. She was elected in 2012, and she also served as the Attorney General in the past here in North Dakota. She is up for re-election this year, and there is only one congressional seat. It's called an at-large seat. So there's really only one district for the U.S. House in North Dakota, and the current member of the House representing North Dakota, his name is Kevin Kramer, and he is a very conservative guy. He's running against Heidi Heitkamp this year for the United States Senate in North Dakota. So that's probably the most important seat that's up for re-election this year.
Yeah, and I was reading, it was kind of interesting because President Trump had kind of endorsed and, said some positive things about Heidi in the past, and that kind of made, members of the Republican Party angry, but now he's fully supporting Kevin Kramer.
Yeah.
So.
And because of the population increase with the energy and the population shift and the off-year election, actually an interesting fact I saw is Heidi Heitkamp, she's never run in a non-presidential year. Her entire political career, every time she won an election, it was in a presidential year. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely.
We do have a ton more donations.
Yay!
Let me go back up. Let's see.
Read them to us.
Chris R.
We got more before that. Hang on. Okay. So DM said $5 challenge for RSBN. Please say prayers for a great lady Sparkles. She is undergoing major surgery tomorrow.
Aw, Sparkles.
We'll definitely be praying.
We've missed you in the chat, or at least I have.
Then Carl Peterson donated, said thank you RSBN, MAGA always. Chris R said you guys rock. I'm thinking of flying up there, but tickets are $1,500. Wow.
We know. Speaking of that really quick, so we really appreciate all these donations. We just wanted to say that we are, like we said, we always do, we stretch the money as much as we could, which is why we didn't even fly straight to Fargo, because those tickets are ridiculous.
Yeah.
So these four flew to Minneapolis, and your donations are what made that possible. We got a rental car. Micah did the rest of the road trip. So we feel you on the ticket problem. That's ridiculous. $1,500, I could go to Europe.
And then Rick Morris said, I feel bad for y'all. I really do. You're facing a tough task tomorrow. I hate that you won't be able to make much money. I would love to give more. I'm sorry you've had so many troubles. And Rick gave $50.
Thank
wow.
you so
Thank
much,
you.
Rick.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. Tomorrow's a big day for us, but we're really excited.
The total cost of this trip is costing us over $6,000 just for this rally. So all your donations mean so much to us. Then, of course, JC donated. Thank you, JC.
JC.
Mishka Pishka. I like saying that. So keep donating.
So it's like capiche.
Webster got $25.
Wow.
Saying thank you, RSBN, for bringing us the truth. RSBN rocks.
Wow. Thanks, Webb.
And
Always
then
good to see you.
Little Lord Fauntleroy said, I love Tom O'Neill.
Shout out.
Thanks, little Lord. Love you too, man.
And it looks like $25 from Webster Cal. Thank you, RSBN, for bringing us the truth. RSBN rocks. Thank you so much. And $50 from England DG. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support.
Light
and,
switch.
Wow,
Hey,
they
Light
are really
Switch.
coming in. Thank you so
Light
much,
switch.
guys. Looking forward to interviews tomorrow. Yes, Light Switch. Thank you so much. So are we. Just the variety of people that we're able to meet, especially just being up north. There's some typical differences between northerners and southerners, but still all No, still all very welcoming, because we're all Americans and everyone here is just very supportive of, the president. And so it's
Kanye
really
West.
exciting.
Kanye West is
my
in the
goodness.
chat.
Kanye West.
Donated $100.
Dragon
Wow,
energy.
there
right,
you
Tom?
go.
Thank
Wow.
you so much, Kanye West. And for those of
Tell Kim I said hey. Send me a free beauty kit.
you, yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
But not really.
No.
Yeah, some Yeezys.
So for those of you who aren't familiar on how to donate and you want to be a part of the action, there are
Wait, that
actually
was real.
4 different ways that you can do that. You can donate directly on our website, rsbnnetwork.com, and you'll see
It's
donate
crazy.
right there through PayPal, where you can pay with your credit or debit card. You can pay on patreon.com, and that's Patreon with an E /RSBN, which the link to that is also on our website, where you can get some of the fun freebies like the t-shirts and hats and mugs and different things. And of course you can donate right here in the YouTube chat. You just hit the $, and you can send to our home address, which I'm gonna try it, Tom, but I want you to correct me.
All
Okay.
right.
It is 1550 Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344 in Auburn, Alabama. We talked about this because it was the drum. Okay, 36830.
That's
Is
it.
that right?
That's it.
Okay. Wow.
You can make your checks out to RSBN.
Thank you for encouraging me to memorize that, Tom. I wanted to copy you on that.
There you go.
Tree Climbing
Good job.
donated. Said, hey, y'all. Hey, Tree
Hey.
Climbing.
Hi,
Thank
Tree
you.
Climbing.
Hey.
I want to give a special shout out to a rising star here in North Dakota. His name is Kelly Armstrong. Kelly Armstrong is running for the at-large congressional seat. He's in his early 40s, and so he's going to be the one running in Kramer's seat. So John Kramer is running for United States Senate as a Republican against Heidi Heitkamp, and then Kelly Armstrong is running in that at-large seat. So I'm sure we'll hear from both of them tomorrow, before President Trump comes out to speak. So it should
Yeah.
be pretty exciting.
That'll be good to get a little bit of background on them
Alyssa,
and
you're
their
going to be able to eat
views.
lunch tomorrow.
Oh wow, thank you so much. $10 from Jesus is Lord 5454. A meal for my favorite girl, Alyssa. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And all your donations and support and prayers over my time here at RSBN so far.
Tree Climbing donated again. Thank
Not
you.
that
With a special message for Light Switch. Check that out.
Ah,
light with a light bulb.
Yeah. And then Swoosh for Trump said Tom does his homework. That
Oh,
is
sweet.
very
Tom
true.
does do his homework. Tom, did you bring any poems this time?
no, I didn't. I don't have anything today. I'm sorry, but
He failed us
I
for
know,
last
I
time.
know. But hopefully next time. But like I said, it was a long drive, so we'll see where the next rally is and when it is. So, but I wanted to mention too that they North Dakota just had their primary 2 weeks ago. So their primary is up, and so now they're gearing up for the general election in November. And I don't know, how many people do you think will be there tomorrow? Do you think there's anybody sleeping overnight somewhere? Staying overnight?
I'm sure,
Have you heard
yeah.
anything?
You know, those front row Joes are in their cars waiting to go.
I mean, I did see a lot of campers in the area. People, even tents, and maybe people. It would be a nice night to camp. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. Is it a full moon or just a big moon?
Yeah, it's a full moon.
If it's not full, it's really close.
It's
I
beautiful.
mean,
3/4.
you can have it there's like a little bit slow
Yeah.
notice, yeah. So I'm not confirming 100% as a full moon.
History B donated and said, RSBN has the best reporters, putting mainstream media to shame. Rock it tomorrow, guys. We're all with you in spirit.
Aw, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
History B.
thank you, B.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
I feel like we're all just so we are all very exhausted. After we landed in Minneapolis, we still had another, was it 4-hour drive, Micah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then we hit traffic, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're exhausted, but let's see.
But excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be such a good time. You know, each event has different challenges, but there's also different great things that happen as well, and really just the stories and getting to know the people. That is my absolute favorite thing. Hoping to see some crazy costumes, you know, people decked out in American flags again, and I had 2 sisters last time with really fun American flag hats with pins all over them, and you know, they had been to the inauguration, and so really just hearing the background. And I love how some of these rallies kind of bring families together, you know, bring families out for an event.
Absolutely.
Speaking of family events.
Full moon's tomorrow.
Full
Tomorrow,
moon.
wow.
11:53
Things are gonna get weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like saying.
No, it's true. It's actually true.
Speaking of how Trump events bring out families, it just kind of reminds me to hit and make sure everyone's aware of what's going on with YouTube. So it is completely a family friendly environment. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. We have never experienced anything that I would not, if I had kids, feel comfortable taking them to. But YouTube has, as always, just before we even put out our stream, they go ahead and demonetize it because they say that, you know, what the president is going to say is
not advertiser friendly. So that's an issue we've been having, especially when it comes to running a business that's, you know, able to continue. So that's a lot of what your donations are helping to compensate for. Originally, you used to be able to get like ad revenue, and that's huge to YouTubers. I know anyone that's really on YouTube that has original content, that does this for a living, that's, you know, what they lived off of. So we no longer get any ad revenue from YouTube. I feel like and a lot of people also agree that they are just kind of trying to silence the right and a lot of conservative beliefs, but they're not going to, thanks to our donators. And is that a word, donator?
Yeah.
It sounds weird saying it. Thanks to our donors.
And donator.
Okay. Thanks to our donors, we're able to, you know, ignore that little hiccup and continue on. So we're fighting. Thank you for fighting with us. And yeah, YouTube. Yeah.
And speaking of donations, it looks like we just got a few more. You want to read the first one?
Sure, we got one from Viva Cat in Canadian dollars, donated $13.99 and said, "Thanks guys all the way from Canada." We're so close to Canada.
Hey, can anyone do a Canadian accent? I watched South Park.
Tom, I feel like you got this.
I don't know.
Try,
I
Tom.
guess I could try.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I don't speak French, but it's
That's
a beautiful.
only Quebec.
It's a beautiful language.
Try
Isn't that a Canadian?
to say.
French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a,
What was that poem that I was saying before? Oli.
what was that? Oli?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what a Canadian accent would be. Do y'all watch South Park?
Just say A lot and you're fine.
Hey,
Yeah.
chef.
Not a chef, no.
Hey,
And like it makes it whatever you're saying
a question.
So it's like that's a beautiful fireplace, eh? Like, that's-
There you go.
That was good.
Are you excited for tomorrow, eh?
Not eh. Not eh.
Like,
You say a.
hey, like,
Yeah,
hey.
hey. Hey.
It's short.
Now I
You
just
growl
sound like my
out.
southern cousins.
Hey.
I don't want to run straight in the-
Tom, I want to hear you try. Go.
Well, let's see. The Shields Arena is home to the Fargo Force. They're the local. And they actually won the Clark Cup this year. And they defeated, ironically, a team where I'm from, the Youngstown Phantoms.
Ooh,
So
Wow.
they defeated my hometown team for the cup, and it's a minor league hockey team, and so it's something that was interesting. But looking forward to a big crowd. The weather should be great. It's not real hot. It's not real humid. It'll be over 75 degrees, but the humidity I think is going to be around 50%. So it's not going to be real humid, but it'll be sunny out. So I can't think of any reason why anybody wouldn't want to come and line up and try to get in, and hopefully everybody gets in.
And say hey to us.
Yeah.
We'd love to
yeah.
interview you. Just say RSBN.
Yeah. And we have some stickers too. If anyone, if you guys are there and you recognize us, come up to us. We'd love to give you one.
Cool.
And it looks like we got a donation for $777, the holy number, from Top Flight Security. Move over, Fox. Lucky sevens for you. Thank you so much. And another donation from Tree Climbing. Thank you so much. And they said mods, so maybe you were saying something about our moderators. I don't know.
Well, shout out to the mods. They always do a great job, and they're there all the time, even in the 24-hour chat. JC, he donated. He's always there. Webster just donated. He's there. Barbara Braley's there during the daytime. Guinevere, I don't want to forget Guinevere. Mod Mom, of course. Lynn Jean, Jan, Roger Vega, Real Frank, Jazz Punk, Ron Miller, is he a mod? Cindy Hoffman's a mod. DM is now a mod.
Okay.
I did see that.
Awesome.
So congratulations, DM. So we have a great family here at RSBN. A lot of regulars that donate, and we really appreciate your donations. We have people sign up on our Patreon website, patreon.com/RSBN. We have a lot of people that donate on that website. You could donate on PayPal through our regular website, rsbnetwork.com/donate. And there you can find links to Patreon. And of course, we talked about old school mail-in a check, and want to say hello to everyone on Facebook and Periscope watching, and moderators Common Sense and Glenn O on Facebook chat. I want to give a special shout out to them. So everybody behind the scenes, Joe Seals producing, Jacob Seals produces too, and shout out to them behind the scenes, and thank you for all the hard work you do. Micah, he's going to be the hardest working guy tomorrow.
Yeah, for
the
sure.
Camera person's always the hardest working person.
And they don't get to sit down.
And so going early in and setting up.
No stool today.
Alyssa's going to set up early with Micah. Is that right? So
Yep.
Alyssa's going to learn more about camera work too, because she's learning. We're all team players. We want to learn all. We want to learn all the jobs so we can help
Yeah.
each other. If somebody needs help, we go out of the way for each other. So we're working as a team.
Definitely.
Just better hope me and Tara never have to be on the camera.
Now we do have a donation from S Blaster. He just joined the chat, so hello. He said, "I'm still here despite how I was treated last time. I see you still aren't reading full donation messages from the last two people. Low energy, none of this we have to go to bed business. Don't be wussies, we all gotta work tomorrow." The only time we don't read full donation messages is when people are donating just to be rude.
Trolls.
We just say that they donated and then that's it. We don't really read their whole message because it's unnecessary.
We don't want to.
Or if it's inappropriate, we're not going to read that. But we are so thankful for your commitment and your loyalty, S Blaster. And, I hope that you don't think you were treated unfairly last time, because I had a great time talking with you. And
Yeah, you're very important to the right side, obviously, because Tom wrote a whole poem about you. So
I know, S Blaster, we love you, man. We want you to stick around and be a part of the chat, and just be a part of our family. And we're going all out here. We're going to more rallies, and the rallies are amping up. As we get closer to November, we're gonna be going to more and more rallies. So we're learning to pace ourselves, because this is going to be a long haul between now and November, and then think about it, between now and November of 2020. All the great things that are happening right here on RSBN, all the people that are going to be interviewed, all of the rallies, all the hard work that's going to go into between now and 2 years from now. We'll just be coming down the stretch 2 years from now. So, we need to pace ourselves. So, one rally at a time, and we're doing everything that we can, and we're learning as we go and getting better and better. So, and every rally's different. I was trying to explain to someone, I said, I can't really tell you, where the lineup is and how the line's going to be. And every rally, we just have to be open-minded and flexible and just do things on the fly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of how every rally is different, we're pretty excited for tomorrow because we, I don't want to guarantee anything ever, but we're thinking we're going to have a promising feed. So we have an Ethernet cable, which is not always possible to get. It totally depends on the venue and,
Cost.
the cost. I think we've paid, get this number, one time we had to pay, I think, $8,000 just to have an Ethernet cable. And that was before we had the live unit, so we really had no other choice. You can't stream from a cell phone. So, I don't know what we're paying tomorrow, but the total for the whole trip is around $6,500 so far.
I think it's
But
total 68.
Yeah.
$6,800. But we do have an Ethernet cable inside the event. So our stream of the actual speeches and the guest speakers is most likely going to be great. And we also have our live view unit, which is, I'm assuming, going to be really well. Since the arena only holds 6,000 people, it had problems when we had 10,000 people. So that's, 4,000 less.
It also depends on the
Cell
building
towers,
construction,
yeah.
where cell towers are, how many cell towers are available, if it's just one compared to 6 around.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sure it's been said before, the way the live unit works is it bonds a bunch of different cell signals together from different carriers. So the more carriers in the same area that have cell towers there, the better the quality is going to be.
It's also likely that there's not too many around here.
Yeah.
There's less
it's
people, but
possible.
also probably less towers. But regardless, we've got Ethernet. So everything's going to be great. Stick with us. We're really excited for the production tomorrow and to have Micah with us because he's great. And, he'll find a way to get it done. And if it sucks, it's on him. So let me know if you need his phone number.
No. I did want to say this, though, and it hasn't been mentioned tonight, but, we don't do this for the money. I know there's been, accusations in the past that, we're just raking in donations, not doing anything.
No.
Like, this is literally costing RSBN $6,800 just to do this tomorrow.
Yeah, lately it's costing more than it's, it's just
Yeah,
not
we're
so
bringing in.
profitable.
And, I know at least for me, like, I'm doing this for way cheaper than I would for any other company out there.
Yeah, definitely.
I would be charging way more than what I get. And I'm sure it's probably the same for all of
Probably
y'all.
like 50% less.
So the fact that we're out here and we're doing this shows you, our commitment to RSBN and wanting to see this happen and see this fulfilled and wanting to bring a great quality product to you, which, honestly sometimes is up in the air. Sometimes we get it nailed down, sometimes we don't. But it's running on the budget that we do. We're very limited on what we can do, but every single donation that y'all drop literally is covering our livelihood in the fact that we're able to come out here and do this. The company can still run, that we can fly out here, we can even eat.
Yeah.
Stay here, have a room to sleep in, not be sleeping in the car. Every single dollar that's
a couch
donated.
for you guys.
Yeah, couch for us. We're sleeping.
Yeah,
Boys
we're
are
gonna sleep on the couch,
sacrificing.
But every single dollar does matter very much, and it's not just lining our pockets.
No, yeah.
It's very true. Thank you, Micah. Micah also, side note, plug, because I'm sure Everett could use some extra money, does great wedding photography packages. Very affordable. He's not listening to me. He does an amazing job of tuning me out.
I was reading a message. I apologize.
Or the interesting one?
No, a different one.
Well, Micah does wedding packages, so if anyone's getting married down south, I need a videographer. I've seen his work. What's your website? J Messer Photography?
J Messer Videography.
J Messer Videography. You should Google it. There's some really cute stuff on there. Cute.
And I've also seen his gaming channel too. He has a
that
gaming
too.
channel on YouTube.
I do that a lot more than I do anything else.
See, the girl is like weddings, and then the guy's like games, and Micah's like,
Video
yeah,
games.
that
It's
one.
pretty cool. I've watched it. It's pretty cool.
That's funny. And it looks like we have some donations that have been piling up. Thank you so much. From Carl Peterson. He said, Ode to S Blaster, RSBN Classic. And thank you, Tom.
Another interesting fact, Carl's birthday is this Friday.
Oh,
Yes,
happy
so-
early birthday,
Happy
Carl.
birthday, Carl. Happy early birthday. So
That's
we
awesome.
really love you and appreciate your loyalty and sticking with us. And
How do you know his birthday?
Just through the chat, you know.
Just through the chat.
I put it in my calendar, and
Aww.
so
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
and
Awesome.
yeah, so.
Oh, I need to be like that.
And then $5 from Hello Kitty Big Fun. Thank you so much. Another donation from Tree Climbing with a shout out to S Blaster. And let's see. Another one from Stephen John Asante. Will you please show a screenshot of my show on camera like Steve did? We can do that in the future.
We'll do that.
Yes.
We'll do that. I've already talked to Joe about it. We'll do that before this stream is over. I'll pull it up and show a screenshot on my iPad for everyone to see.
That's cool.
There we go.
Thanks, Tara.
Perfect. And then let's see. From PETA T 886. Good luck with the stream tomorrow. Went to a Trump rally in Bethpage and interviewed with the local news. Trump ended up winning my country in liberal New York. That's fantastic.
Wow. The rally at Bethpage during the campaign, that was one of the most exciting rallies.
Yeah?
I don't know if that's the one they're referring to, but
What?
it was...
Tell me about it. What happened?
well, that's the one where he called out Ted Cruz, Ryan Ted, and he spelled it out. It was pretty neat. And
Oh, wow.
you could see clips of that, but it was one of my favorite rallies. Just because of the excitement, not so much, I have all the respect for Senator Cruz, and he's done a great job, as a senator, he's done a great job, and he's been asking all the right questions, and he'd be a great candidate for the Supreme Court. We just had a big, the Supreme Court sided with President Trump on the ruling today, so maybe that's something that President Trump will talk about. A lot of things happen in the news. It just new things keep happening, and we just keep winning. And the other side, they're getting desperate. So it's just sometimes it's hard to see people constantly fighting and arguing, but we have to keep fighting for our country. We have to keep fighting, and these rallies are a way to get the message out. So we'll definitely be taking notes, right?
Yeah, we'll be taking notes tomorrow. And we just got another $50 donation from England DG. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And from JD Shellnut.
JD.
He said, please correct the record about Steve. People are saying you ran him off in the room. Tell everyone he left because he's not conservative and wanted to do more lefty stuff. I saw the stream.
Okay, well, just to kind of pick up on that, Steve left on his own. He just wanted to go off and start his own thing. It's something that he had been kind of wanting to do for a while, and so Joe was nice enough to be like, go start your own stuff, do what you want, and they're still really good friends, so there's no hard feelings against Steve or anything like that, and there's nothing about we ran him off or that he's not conservative. I honestly don't really even know his political views.
He's independent.
Yeah, so he's independent. He just started his own channel, so there's nothing really to be said about that. We didn't run him off.
And then another one from England DG. Thank you for that.
Really appreciate all your donations, England.
And one from Tao Lee. A little lunch for y'all's crew tomorrow. Liz is my favorite lady. Keep up the good job, guys. Thanks,
kidding.
RSBN.
No, I like you.
Another from Top Flight Security. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate this so much. This is not possible without your donations. And like one of us just commented, we don't have satellite trucks and just these different resources that a lot of these big news stations have. And so it's just, it's not possible without your donations. Sorry, I didn't get that.
So for those of you that aren't in the super chat and want to know how to donate, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter or however you watch us, you can do so by donating on our website at rsbnetwork.com/donate. Or you can become a monthly donator at patreon.com/RSBN. Or, Alyssa, do you have the address?
Yes, now that I have it memorized, if you want to donate the old-fashioned way with a safe, secure check in the mail, you can send it to 1550 Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344 in Auburn, Alabama 36830.
And you make the check out to RSBN.
Check out to RSBN, yes.
Right. Thank you for your support and donations.
Yeah, thank
great
you.
turnout tonight in the chat. You know, we're doing the stream a little bit later than usual, but some have been even later than now, but in the past. But it's been great, and we're looking forward to another long day tomorrow. But we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. And you know, talking about those checks, it was so good. A couple weeks ago, I actually got to go through all of our mail, and it was just so heartwarming to see all of your letters of support, especially the regulars that send the same amount every month. Just with, you know, decked out patriotic envelopes and different things. It was so sweet. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for that, guys, and the handwritten letters. It really means a lot to us.
I just got a message from Christine Bestjen, one of our regulars in the chat. She is in line at the arena.
Oh,
Oh,
And
wow.
there are 14 people in line right now. That's what
Wow.
she said. So, you know, our
Our inside source.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That's awesome.
I have
Hey,
a connection.
Christine, if you're
Yeah.
watching.
She's in the chat room.
Great. So,
I haven't been in the chat room because my phone's dying. Otherwise, I would know these things.
Okay, I'm pulling up Steven Asante's episode here on TLC if I can. Wait, it won't pull up. It says I have to sign in to watch. But I did try to look it up. It's on TLC if any of you want to go look at it. It's right here, part 1, Steven and Justin's story. If I had a TLC account, I could sign in to watch it, but I don't. But thanks for sharing that, Steven.
And it looks like someone just asked, Hello Kitty Big Fun, thank you for the donation. When do I start the news coverage? Thanks for all you do. So I will actually be moving very close to headquarters in Auburn, Alabama. And that'll be during the first week of July. I'll be home in Greenville packing everything. So hopefully I will be able to have my first stream up during the second week of July, probably midweek, because it'll take a couple days to practice and get ready and everything. But I'm so excited for that. Just to, you know, give you guys news all the time like you are used to having in the past, and just interacting with you guys. It's going to be so much fun. So I really appreciate all of your thoughts and prayers as I transition in my life.
Congratulations,
So, yeah,
Alyssa.
thank you.
Pretty exciting. So,
It'll be fun, and it will be great. But I'm so thankful just to be here with you guys too. Like, it's such a blessing to be part of this team, guys. Everyone here is so hardworking and fantastic, and you know, we have a lot of crazy things and blips that happen along the way, but at the end of the day, we always have an amazing story to tell. So I'm so thankful for that.
wonderful.
And Micah, you said you haven't done a rally since when? Like February?
March. I believe it's March.
March. Okay.
Yeah, Micah, he was at the rally in Pittsburgh.
Googling.
I remember
Okay.
that.
Nice. And you
ready to
said
suit and tie?
Yeah. Well,
Was it
I'll have a
white?
suit and tie tomorrow,
Was it a
too.
white suit? Like
A
a cream-
blue.
Was it blue suit?
Stephen
I knew you were a suit
Asante,
and
we
tie.
are looking for your screenshot so we can pull it up right now. Tell us with your donation. We really appreciate it. We want to make sure you're happy. Is a YouTube screenshot okay, or what screenshot do you want us to show in particular?
he said show my screenshot of my weight loss progress.
Okay. Which one do I want me to show? I don't know.
In the meantime,
Yeah, I
while you're doing
know.
that,
Yeah, maybe.
I don't have a really good picture on here. I clicked images. I typed in your name, clicked images, and there's nothing really pulling up. That's really shows your transformation. I don't know.
Wait, go back. I saw one that was kind of like a split screen. This one?
So, are you an Auburn fan?
No.
Or
I don't really,
Yes,
honestly,
I
don't follow college football that much.
Okay, we're going to show one. We think it's you.
College
okay,
sports.
Okay.
that much.
There, I think this is you. But that's the only image we could find of your transformation from the show.
Tara, there's a comment for you.
What does it say?
Tara, I have our wedding venue picked out, but I'll save that for a surprise since the date is in 2020. Wink.
Oh, Lord.
$10
Wow.
for
Who said that?
Doug M.
I didn't know I was
Doug.
getting married.
Her boyfriend might not like that.
What a surprise.
And then another $5 donation from England DG. Thank you so much for supporting what we do. We really appreciate that. And
Is that from across the pond?
I don't know. They said, think hard, don't be so soft. There's a storm coming. Oh, we know.
Yeah. Oh,
we
yeah.
know.
Absolutely.
And then another one from Peta T886. He said, good call, Tom. New York was a turning point getting Trump nominated. Would love to interview with you guys. To clear the record, regardless of his politics, Steve deserved an Emmy for his Hurricane Harvey coverage. Which
Was it like a 12-hour stream or something crazy like that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
You know, Joe mentioned this a long time ago. I'll just say this once real quick. I'm keeping this seat warm for Steve. If he ever wants to come back, your seat's, I'm keeping it warm for you, Steve. So, we're still friends.
No, you have your right to
and,
the throne. There's
you
more
know.
seats.
Yeah. But we love Steve, and RSBN wouldn't be where it's at right now without him, and we're not going to
That's
pretend
true.
like that isn't true. So we are moving on though, and we're focused on the rally tomorrow. We have to be focused on where we're at right now, and the rally we're going to, and the people that we're going to interview, and showing the crowds. But yeah, we don't forget, and we really appreciate everybody. We don't take anybody for granted. That's why we are a family, and we're just going to keep working hard for you. And if you're new and you're watching, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell. We're at about 298, almost 299,000 subscribers. I'd like to see us get over 300,000 subscribers. We've kind of been stuck at 298,000 on YouTube. So,
Make sure
if you're watching,
subscribed.
yeah,
You can click the red button that's right down there. All of my beauty gurus do that on YouTube. They say,
yeah.
they point down and there's a red subscribe. So if you're not, if you just happen to find this thing, it's totally free. It's so easy. We won't bother you. Just subscribe. Help a sister out.
And if you want to get notifications from when we go live with events and stuff, there's a little bell you have to click as well. That's the way YouTube has changed their subscribe system.
They make it difficult.
And if you don't want to donate or you can't donate, just share the stream to all your friends and family, because that helps, because then they share it and more people get to see what we're doing.
Yeah, it's fun. And I always like to get on if I don't have plans that night or I'm feeling like I don't really want to go out. I'll just pull up my YouTube and join the chat room. And it is amazing, the atmosphere and the sense of community and really family that provides. Everyone in there is just so excited to have you. Oh, we missed you, Liz. And they just, better than I do, Tom. But it's really cool. It's really nice to know that you always have somebody who's excited to talk to you.
Yeah, I still think about the old office cam. Remember when there was an office cam?
I do.
And somebody was trying to, they made a goal line, and somebody was trying to run the football across the goal line.
Yeah, the
and I
boys
think
are doing that.
Joe Seals made
I
the
was
tackle
there,
or
yeah.
something, and it was pretty cool. But
That
I
was
used
a
to,
while ago.
yeah. And so during the day, I would watch and see, people working, and then the monitors, and so it was pretty cool. So
It's nice until you're like at work and you're being watched all the time, so you literally always have to work.
Yeah.
Like there's no Facebook surfing or Instagram. We always had a camera on us. But I was in the back corner, so I had a little freedom.
I was visible
Yeah.
the entire time.
and Liz, I remember your nightly show too.
Yeah. We don't have
got
to talk
that
about that.
These two. We got
Okay,
two
two
more
donations.
donations. Tara's
Go
going
away.
to read off $1.99 from Tree Climbing that says,
Yes.
well said. Thank
And
you for
then
that.
Rick Moore asks, where do all of us live? So Alyssa, where are you?
So right now, I live in Greenville, South Carolina, but I will be moving to Auburn, Alabama to be closer to RSBN.
Which is exciting.
Yeah.
And then I live in Birmingham, Alabama.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Where do you live?
Where do you live?
Undisclosed location. Southeastern. I live close to Columbus, Georgia.
Okay. And I live in Youngstown, Ohio. So I'm in Ohio. I'm the lone guy from the north.
Yeah.
I'm the Yankee from
But
the
you've
north.
got Southern hospitality,
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Bama 1954 donated $20 and said, I've enjoyed watching RSBN from the beginning. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Then England donated again, and thank you. It says, what happens when you corner a dog? Think and be ready. You'll need to play it. Surf what is coming. 2018 will likely not be a blue wave. Get ready. And then Christine Bestian donated and said, Tom, we are in line at the arena. Text when done, okay?
Tom,
Thanks,
are you going to go
Christine.
scout it out, or are you going to bed after this?
I might go scout it out. I might actually make a run for the border. Taco Bell, that is. So I might go out for a late night snack. I didn't mean Canada, boy. I meant Taco Bell. So I might go out for a late night snack and then maybe drive by the arena and say hello to
You
Christine.
might stand out at the border in that shirt. Where are you from, sir?
No, it's all right.
Well, guys.
If y'all have any last minute questions, we're possibly going to be wrapping up. Not necessarily soon, just, if you don't have questions, let us know. Once again, we're excited for tomorrow. We're going to be going live around 2 p.m.
Eastern
time. I'll get my time zone straight, especially today, because now we're in Mountain. I went from Eastern to Central to Mountain, so. And then our streams are all in different time
We're in
zones.
Central.
It'll all be.
Yeah, we're still in
No,
Central.
where's Mountain? Who talked about Mountain?
Well,
Mountain's
half
a
of the
little
state
further,
is
yeah.
Joe did, but it's like the other half.
So we're
of
still
the state.
We're in Central
Central.
time right now.
Yeah.
Eastern time. All streams will be pushed through Eastern time. So 2 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow will be likely when this
One
stream will
our
be
missed a
confusing.
flight one time going from one time zone to another because
yeah.
I got the.
I've
I
done
got the
that
times
too.
mixed up.
If you don't add an extra hour or more.
Before I forget, did we talk about the swimming pool?
No.
Or the hot
We didn't
tub.
talk about our challenge. Yeah, guys. So if we are able to meet our goal tomorrow and raise $10,000, Tom, tell them what you're gonna do.
Well, we have a swimming pool here at our rental home, our Airbnb. So,
That's what I forgot.
I'm hoping that we raise the 10,000 because I would like to take a swim. So I'll jump in the
He's
pool,
gonna jump in the pool fully clothed in his suit, guys.
and Michael will film it.
I will film it. I will not be jumping in. I will film it.
Yeah.
But
You get the camera gear wet.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So or film it and
Tara's Googling Waffle House right now.
oh.
Someone asked if there was a Waffle House nearby, and there's not one.
Well, I did have a Waffle House idea, and I would like to propose.
Oh dear.
Maybe sometime this summer we could do a meetup. The original Waffle House, the original one, the very first Waffle House, is now a museum, and it is open up. They open up the museum a couple times a month,
It's up there.
and it's just east of Atlanta in Decatur, Georgia. So it's just east of Atlanta, and they open it up like a couple Saturdays a month. And maybe we could meet up there sometime, and I'd be
Yes,
glad
that'd be so much
to
fun.
come down, drive down.
You
or
must have a
whatever.
lot of miles on that car.
Yeah.
You're not afraid of putting any more on it.
It's summer. It's the best time to
Yeah,
travel. Really
that's
beautiful
true.
weather.
True.
And that wasn't, by the way, they're playing the video in the background of the whole football thing. That wasn't a line. That was the cables running to the studio. So whenever they did that, they ripped up the tape, and guess who had to fix it? This guy. So
Guess who had
Cool.
to trip on it every day in her heels?
Are they re-showing that again?
yeah, they're showing it
Oh
while
wow,
we're
that's
talking.
cool,
They're showing
man.
it.
Thanks.
What?
That
We
was
did have a donation though,
Back in the day,
and there was a question
we
on
used to have
that.
a camera on us all the time at the office, and the boys
What was that
played tackle football inside the office. So there's videos of that.
There was a donation, and you might know anything about this. Did you see Joe Crowley's lost seat in New York? Thoughts on the grassroots socialist Democrat movement in deep blue states? Will it rival Tea Party movement?
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a great question.
I saw Trump tweet about the loss. He's pretty excited, needless to say.
The loss of who?
Jake Crowley.
Joe Crowley.
Apparently he was supposed to win. I don't know much. I just know what I saw on Twitter like a few hours ago.
Well, President Trump, he's turning everything upside down in politics. There's a lot, it is so unpredictable right now, and all of the news and all of the information that is out there now, people's opinions on every issue, on every news event that happens is out there. So there's a lot of people being influenced by news and opinions, social media. The world is changing. The world is becoming smaller and smaller place. So, what's going on in Great Britain with Tommy Robinson, a lot of people are talking about that. I've even seen signs here in the United States, people putting up homemade signs in support, free Tommy Robinson. So it's just the world's becoming a smaller place, and
Like how much?
there's a lot of things happening in the Trump administration that people have been longing for. A lot of these changes, and we are winning, and it's making the other side more and more desperate.
They are mad, especially with the travel ban being upheld today. They're just livid. But there was a tweet from Trump in regards to what you said about Joe Crowley, and I took notice to it earlier because it's just like, it's a Trump tweet. Wow, big Trump hater, Congressman Joe Crowley, who many expected was going to take Nancy Pelosi's place, just all caps, lost his primary election. In other words, he's out. That is a big one that nobody saw happening. Perhaps he should have been nicer and more respectful to his president.
So the second half of that question was whether or not the Democratic Socialist movement would rival the Tea Party movement. I think that's, right now, no. And that's going to be a generational thing. Right now, the quote-unquote baby boomers are still very much in the populace for the voting populace. So while they're still here, the Tea Party movement's still very big for people. And it's really just a conservative movement, if anything. The Democratic Socialist movement is mostly in the younger generations, high school and college. And as those people grow up, their ideas and ideals might change, or they might stay the same. But in the end, I don't think it'll actually rival it. I think it'll kind of, it might still be there, but it's not going to be as large as the Tea Party movement was back in the day. That's just my opinion. Of course, I'm no way an expert on any of that.
Yeah, and I remember the Wall Street movement. They were protesting Wall Street, and I remember there were rallies in Cleveland, all around the country, and things come in movements, or they come and go. Sometimes they're in seasons, but the President Trump, the movement, the American First President Trump movement, the Make America Great Again movement, and I think that the Tea Party has sort of just jumped on the Trump train. It's just, you think about, when Hillary Clinton, she had those super delegates where she was anointed as the Democratic nominee, and a lot of the Bernie Sanders supporters jumped on the Trump train because it was unfair that Bernie Sanders was working hard, and Hillary Clinton was just going through the motions, and she was just anointed, and it really offended a lot of people. People didn't feel like they had a voice. Well, they do with President Trump, and President Trump is the greatest listener. He is listening to the people. He is speaking for the people. It is a wonderful movement. It keeps growing, and like we said, the other side's getting more desperate. For example, Sarah Sanders trying to go out to a restaurant and just have a dinner at a restaurant, and she's thrown out. And, the hypocrisy of that, because you're talking about small businesses and trying to cater to everybody. Mm-hmm. And here we are, someone working in the Trump administration getting thrown out of a restaurant in the greatest country in the world. It just didn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. And the people won't stand for that. And especially with social media now, even a restaurant, we go out to eat, I look up the reviews. Mm-hmm. It's so easy. You could be anywhere and look up a review for a restaurant and pick out the ones that have the highest ratings. Mm-hmm. And So the people have a voice now. It is a smaller world.
I know, definitely. And it was really just heartbreaking that she just, got kicked out of the restaurant just for who she is. But she politely left with her family, and now she'll be having Secret Service personnel with her, traveling around with her. So
Absolutely.
that should be good. Also, we forgot to mention we got another donation from England DG.
And we had one from, I guess they got zapped, which is good. But Right Scam Broadcasting, okay.
Creative.
Thank you for your donation, Right Scam. But they were mentioning how we're the ones that steal feeds, but that's ridiculous because if we stole feeds, then we wouldn't have had issues like we've had the past few rallies.
We
So
also wouldn't be here.
I mean,
I will mention this because they might be misinterpreting one thing that RSBN does do, and that's use the White House feed.
yeah, and that is
First
free
off-
public
First off, it's
domain.
public domain. Second of all, we actually received permission to use also last year. So no, we're 100% legit.
Yeah.
There's
I mean, that's how we got here is because we take our own camera. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Show the crowds we do our own feed. If we didn't want to go through the struggles of what we had last time or any other time when we've had issues, we would have stolen a feed, but we don't do that. Right Side has integrity, unlike a lot of the other YouTube channels you may be confusing us with that do steal feeds, that actually steal our feeds or other mainstream media feeds, but we take our own camera and do it ourselves so that we can actually show the crowds and show the full speech in its full context. And anyways, I hope they got zapped for that one.
And Liz, do you remember that conversation when we were back in the office when we had that group meeting?
Yeah, I remember
where we
exactly
sat
what you're
down
talking about.
And we literally for like an hour talked about the ethicality of what we were
Micah
doing.
said he'd rather quit than steal someone's feed.
Absolutely, because to me that's breaking an ethical boundary I
So
would
we
never
pulled
cross.
up everything to make sure that the White House feed is completely
100% legit.
And when you're
And
pointing,
then we asked permission, and they gave us permission.
when you're pointing a finger, you have 3 fingers pointing back.
That's right, Tom.
So, I don't know. It's just we're just going to keep working hard, and when we have negative comments, or that means we're working hard. That means we must be doing something right. So,
So all I have to say about it is if you're going to spend your time donating to send a comment, then donate away. We don't care, but you will get zapped immediately. Actually, I'm signed in, so I'll start zapping if I have to.
Also, so we had a question about the room we're in and how it's interesting, all these mugs and everything on the wall. Well, this is an Airbnb, and so as I'm sure many of you know, and some of you may not, Airbnbs are people's homes
yes.
or places they're renting out. So this is actually a guy's home who we're renting for the next couple nights. So this is his collection. This is his stuff.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
And it is. It's actually large. It's great. It's very homey, and it even mentioned how it reminds you of your grandfather's home.
Yeah.
And the smell reminds me of my home because there's a real fireplace upstairs, and there's some ashes in there. It smells like home. So
Yeah, and there's a pool, so that's wonderful. I just got another message from Christine. She's already in line for the rally, and Randall said hello. One of the front row Joes. He's second in line,
Hey,
Oh,
Randall.
so Randall said hello,
Always there.
and looking forward to seeing them. You mentioned about me driving to all these rallies. I mean,
Yeah.
the front row Joes. I know that there's someone that Tera interviewed. It was his 45th rally in
Yeah, and
Nashville.
he was actually at the one last time we didn't interview him, Robert Snowden.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the last one too?
Yes, we did not get to interview him. I couldn't find him. So he'll probably be at this one since it's not too far away from where we were last week.
So this will be his 47th rally if he's...
Wow.
That's crazy.
Swoosh, yes. That is a security camera behind me. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
There's one also upstairs, and then there's another one like in the kitchen. So
And
he has 3.
If you think about it, though, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I would do it too, because if you're renting your house out, you're going to want to know if they do a lot of damage or anything like that. It's for security reasons, of course.
I think it's creepy.
We don't have anything to hide.
Well, there's none in the bedroom, so you're one there.
Yeah, we know of.
If we had anything to hide, we wouldn't be like
I know. How you doing, Swoosh? Good to see you, my man.
Yeah, you have to one last hit.
So we're gonna do one last spiel real quick on donations. Thank you so much, guys, for those that have donated. This is not possible without your donations. And if you're new or if you're just joining us now towards the end of our stream, welcome. We're so glad to have you. And there are different ways that you can donate. You can hit the $sign in the super chat right here. You can donate online on our website, rsbnetwork.com/donate. And you can donate directly on there with PayPal with your credit or debit card. And there's also a link to patreon.com/RSBN where you can donate monthly, become a monthly giver. And there's different levels, silver, gold, platinum, things like that.
Different benefits.
Different benefits. And you can get fun things like the hats you'll see us wearing tomorrow, stickers, mugs, posters, all kinds of stuff. And you can also donate directly if you want to mail us a check. You can send it to our address, which is 1550 Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344 in Auburn, Alabama, 36830.
Good job.
Good job, Alyssa.
Thank you. Now we can take turns saying that.
Did you run it back to him?
So guys, we're going to be wrapping up within the next few minutes. So send in any last comments you have.
Did you run out of wrapping?
Yeah. If he doesn't know.
So guys, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. It has been so much fun and such a pleasure, traveling for us all the way across the country.
Shit.
Okay,
Esther, why are we not allowed to sleep?
I
Why do you
really,
get mad if we go to bed?
you were one of my favorite chatters for a while, but you're
being
getting
so
upset.
aggressive towards us.
Wow.
Now,
I said
let
we
me
needed-
just...
I might need to write another poem.
Let me tell you my day, S. Blaster. I got up at like 6 a.m., had to drive to Atlanta, go through security, I had a rental car, I had all this mess, get on the plane, fly to Minneapolis, and then we still had 4-hour drive.
Get another rental car.
Yeah, get another rental car. So I had another 4-hour drive here. We got stuck in Minneapolis traffic. Then we had to it was a mess. So we didn't get to our Airbnb till 10:45.
There's a lot of
That's-
traffic in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
It's a mega city. It's growing too. I mean, it's a mega city.
And then I rushed, and y'all were here. We rushed to get this camera up, get everything.
I mean, as
working.
soon as we
haven't
walked
even,
in,
Yeah, we walked in. I literally just put the bags down. I started unzipping.
Yeah.
We don't
and
even
setting
know
up.
where we're sleeping yet or anything.
But thank you so much for your support still.
yes.
We really appreciate it.
Jesus is Lord 54:54 said, God bless you. I pray so hard for you. New man with the camera. And he's not new. He's just been gone for a little while. But this is
happens
Micah.
every
He's
time I
not new.
show up.
He's one of the originals right here.
They said, Godspeed, please deliver us a good one.
We
That's
will
so
do our
sweet.
best.
Thank you.
And you
Nice.
can guarantee you we will do our best.
Oh,
Nice
absolutely.
comments are so nice.
And Lily Hager said her son turns 12 tomorrow. So
Aw.
it's definitely
Oh.
going to be a great day. Happy early birthday. Tell him all of us at RSBN said happy birthday, and we hope that he has a great day.
Well, happy birthday to Lily's son. That's wonderful.
Well,
Okay, make sure to tune in tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock Central Time. We will try to do as close to that as possible. I know sometimes it's kind of late because we have, setup issues and it takes a minute to get through security, but stay tuned with us. It will be so much fun, and make sure to keep up with all of our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll be posting on those as well and just giving you guys daily updates.
okay, so that's it from all of us here at Right Side, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Ciao.
Good evening. Is anyone still there? Can anyone hear the sound of my voice right now? This is only a test. Thank you for tuning in this evening. JC, if you're in the chat room, please give me a call. Please. Thank you so much for all of your support. Everyone, God bless. Good night. I'll see you back here tomorrow. From Auburn, good night.